So I'm Hannah Arnold. I'm in the Department of Economics and Political Science as an international affairs major. I'm a fourth year.
So where did you study at, and what help did you get from the faculty and staff at UC?
So I studied at Fudan University in Beijing, China, and I think I first heard about the program through one of my faculty members. I went through a program not associated with UC, and so my professor helped me to learn about the program, and when I was applying for scholarships to help fund it, I think my professor wrote a recommendation.
Very good. What did you do before going to China to prepare for it?
Well, I'd studied Chinese for about a year at UC, and then I actually went to the Middlebury language school to study Chinese for the summer. So that was, on the language side of things, that was how I prepared, and then I tried to ask professors and friends about what living in China would be like and kind of get used to that up front.
And what was the most challenging thing during the study abroad, and what did you enjoy the most?
I think the most challenging thing was
the language.
Well, there is the language part of it, and then for me, it was easy to fall into a habit of, you know, I go between my apartment and school and kind of stay in that pattern. And so one of the things that I tried to do was go back out into the city and find other things to do, because even though I was there for a year, so it always seemed like, oh, you have time, you can do it later. I tried to make a habit of not just staying between home and school.
And what did you enjoy the most?
I think for me, two big things were I really loved getting into the pattern of living in China and getting used to what daily life is like there, not just as a visitor, but as someone who lives there. And then the second thing was I did really love the traveling that I got to do. I got to take the train out to Tibet, which takes like 2 days, and kind of stopped at Xi'an on the way back, and it was just amazing to see the variation in the culture and the history.
Okay, good. And what advice do you have for students, UC students, who are interested in going to Asia?
I would say just that you should definitely go, first of all. And then I would say it can seem really intimidating, but if you make an effort, people want to help you. So your professors want to help you get there. Once you get there, the people who are there want to welcome you. And so I think the first instinct is to kind of stand back, take a step back, like you don't want to bother anyone. But I think just going for it is the best advice I could give.